Your backyard should feel like yours, not a space where every time you step outside you are aware of the neighbor on the left, the one on the right, and the one with the elevated deck who can see everything. Not a space where you feel exposed every time you try to relax in your own outdoor area. And it definitely should not cost hundreds of dollars to fix. Here is what most people do not realize. The difference between a backyard that looks expensive and private and one that feels open and unfinished is not a contractor, not a permit, and not a budget that makes you wince. It is a few well-placed structures and screens, built with intention, built with good design instincts, and built for almost nothing. Today, $12 tree DIY privacy screen and trellis ideas that make your backyard look genuinely expensive this summer. Every single one built from materials that cost $1 each. Every one designed to look like it cost 20 times that. Stay to idea 12, because that one pulls everything together into a complete backyard privacy system that looks high-end and costs under $15 to build from scratch. Let's go. Welcome back to Daily Garden Fix, where the backyard you keep wishing for becomes the one you are actually building this weekend. Hit the like button right now if you have been putting off doing something about your backyard privacy because you thought it would be too expensive or too complicated, because today both of those reasons disappear. Before we get into idea 1, drop a comment right now and tell me what your biggest backyard privacy problem is. Nosy neighbors, an overlooking deck, a fence that is just slightly too low. Tell me exactly what you are dealing with. I read every comment on this channel and I will reply to everyone with a specific solution for your exact situation. Idea 1. The bamboo stake lattice panel. Idea number 1. The foundation of almost everything else on this list, so get this one right and every idea that follows becomes easier. Dollar Tree sells bamboo garden stakes in bundles. Buy 5 to 6 bundles. Enough for 30 to 40 stakes total. Push a row of vertical stakes into the ground at consistent 8-inch intervals along the sight line you want to screen. Push each one at least 12 inches deep for stability. Once the vertical row is established, weave additional stakes horizontally through the vertical ones at 3 height levels: low, middle, and high. Lash every intersection with natural jute twine pulled tight and knotted. The structure locks itself together as each horizontal layer is added. What you end up with is a freestanding lattice panel. It is not attached to any permanent structure. It is not fixed to your fence. It is standing in the ground, which keeps it outside the jurisdiction of most HOA fence regulations because it is a garden installation, not a fence. Use it as a standalone screen, as a trellis for climbing plants, or as the frame that supports every other idea on this list. One finishing detail that makes this look designed rather than improvised: keep your spacing consistent. Consistent intervals between stakes read as intentional. Irregular spacing reads as rushed. Take the extra 2 minutes to measure. Budget $3 to $5 for a 6-foot panel. Idea 2. The woven burlap privacy screen. Idea number 2. The Dollar Tree material that looks like upscale garden design and costs $1 a roll. Dollar Tree carries burlap ribbon in their craft section, typically in rolls of several yards per dollar. Buy 10 to 12 rolls for a full 6-foot panel. Cut each roll into strips of consistent width. 4 to 5 inches works well. Consistent strip width is the detail that separates a finished-looking woven screen from one that looks improvised. Weave the strips horizontally through the vertical bamboo stakes of the frame from idea 1, over one stake, under the next, alternating the direction with each new strip. Pull each strip firm before starting the next. Work from the bottom of the frame upward, keeping the horizontal gaps minimal, no more than ½ an inch between strips, so the finished surface has real visual density. The completed woven surface has a textile quality that reads as warm and considered. The kind of surface you see in high-end outdoor rooms and garden entertaining spaces, not because the material is expensive but because the weaving is tight. The strips are consistent and the finish is deliberate. Burlap also weathers beautifully. It becomes softer and more textured with each season of sun and rain. It does not look cheaper over time. It looks more characterful. Spray the completed panel with clear outdoor fabric waterproofing sealant for longevity. Budget $10 to $12 for a full 6-foot panel. Idea 3. The shower liner. Outdoor curtain screen. Idea number 3. The indoor product that outperforms most outdoor privacy screens, sold at 3 times the price. Dollar Tree shower curtain liners in solid white, cream, or gray are UV resistant, completely waterproof, and designed to hang full and straight in humid conditions. Every property that makes them work in a bathroom makes them work outdoors as a privacy curtain. Run a length of heavy-duty outdoor rope or garden wire between 2 existing posts, fence tops, or the uprights of the bamboo frame. Thread the liner's existing eyelet holes directly onto the rope. It hangs immediately. No sewing, no modification, no hardware beyond the rope it hangs from. A double layer of 2 liners on the same rope creates complete visual opacity. Nothing comes through 2 layers of solid liner. The design upgrade that transforms this from obviously a shower liner to designed outdoor curtain, dye the liner before hanging. Dollar Tree carries fabric dye in their craft section. Sage green, terracotta, charcoal, navy. A dyed liner hanging from an outdoor rope reads as a purpose-made outdoor curtain panel. Nobody who sees it thinks shower liner. They think outdoor room. Pull the curtain to one side when you want airflow. Draw it across when you want privacy. It functions exactly as a curtain does. Because that is exactly what it is. Budget $1 per liner. $2 for a fully opaque screen. Idea 4. The trellis panel with climbing vines. Idea number 4. The privacy screen that starts as a structure and becomes a living garden feature without you having to do anything beyond the initial planting. Dollar Tree trellis sections, small diamond pattern wooden or plastic lattice panels connected side by side using zip ties at every junction point, create a wider trellis panel of genuine coverage. Buy 6 to 8 sections and connect them into a row. Support the connected panel using the bamboo stake frame from Idea 1. One upright on either side of the panel, lashed to the panel edge, push deep into the ground. Or slip the base of the panel between 2 large filled containers placed on either side, which hold it vertical through weight alone. Plant Dollar Tree seed packets of climbing annuals at the base. Morning Glory is the fastest covering climber available from seed. It covers a trellis panel completely within 8 to 10 weeks and flowers continuously in deep blue, purple, and white from midsummer to first frost. Black-eyed Susan vine produces cheerful yellow-orange flowers over the same period. The trellis before the plants arrive reads as a garden structure. Once the plants are established, it reads as a living screen. Either way, it never reads as a privacy hack, which is exactly the point. Budget $1 per trellis section. $1 per seed packet. Idea 5. The PVC pipe and fabric privacy wall. Idea number 5. The freestanding privacy wall with more structural rigidity than anything made from bamboo alone, built from the plumbing aisle of Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree carries short lengths of PVC pipe and PVC connectors in their hardware or seasonal sections depending on location. 4 vertical lengths of PVC pipe pushed into the ground at the corners of a rectangle, connected at the top by horizontal lengths of pipe using elbow connectors, form a rigid freestanding frame of real structural integrity. Thread outdoor rope or garden wire across the frame horizontally at 6-inch intervals, pulled taut between the vertical uprights. These become the horizontal supports that hold the privacy material. Weave Dollar Tree burlap strips through the horizontal rope lines from top to bottom. Or thread Dollar Tree fabric panels behind the horizontal lines the way curtains hang from rods. Or attach Dollar Tree woven reed placemats directly to the horizontal lines using zip ties. The PVC frame holds everything rigidly upright regardless of wind, which is the limitation of the bamboo stake frame in exposed positions. For a backyard that gets genuine wind, the PVC frame is the right choice. Paint the PVC pipe with exterior spray paint in matte black before assembly. Black pipe reads as powder-coated steel. The material disappears into the design. Budget $4 to $6 for pipe and connectors. Privacy material additional. Idea 6. The reed mat fence extension. Idea number 6. The instant solution for the most common backyard privacy problem, an existing fence that is just slightly too low. Dollar Tree stocks woven reed mats, bamboo placemats, and woven seagrass panels in their home section. These are rigid, lightweight, and opaque. Rested along the top of an existing fence panel, they raise the effective privacy height by 12 to 18 inches without touching the fence structure or altering it in any permanent way. Rest the panels along the fence top. Thread a length of jute twine through the upper edge of each mat and loop it loosely over the fence top on both sides, not to permanently attach it but to prevent shifting in wind. The mat is resting on the fence. It is not part of the fence. Buy enough mats to run continuously along the full length of the fence section that needs the additional height. Overlap adjacent mats slightly at their edges so no gap appears between them. Plant tall annuals in containers directly in front of this addition. The plants soften the visual from inside the garden and make the whole arrangement look like a designed garden boundary rather than a fence topped with mats. This is the fastest implementation on this list, from Dollar Tree purchase to installed in under 20 minutes. Budget, $1 to $2 per mat from Dollar Tree. 6 ideas in. 6 more to go. Coming up, the Dollar Tree climbing plant combination that creates a privacy screen dense enough to block any sightline within one growing season. And the final idea, the complete system that combines everything into one cohesive, high-end looking backyard privacy build for under $15. Stay with me. Idea 7, the Sunflower and Cosmos Privacy Hedge. Idea number 7. The most beautiful privacy solution on this list, and the one that costs exactly $2. Dollar Tree sells sunflower seed packets and Cosmos seed packets for $1 each. Buy one of each. Sow both varieties in a dense double row directly into prepared soil along the sightline or boundary you want to screen, alternating sunflower and Cosmos seeds at 6-inch intervals in a staggered double row. Sunflowers for maximum height, up to 3 meters. Cosmos for density at mid-height, 1 to 1.5 meters, filling in the gaps between the taller sunflower stems. The combination is important. Sunflowers alone create a screen with significant gaps between stems at ground and mid-level, too sparse for genuine privacy below eye height. Cosmos planted between them fills every gap with dense branching foliage and continuous flower from June to October. The result by midsummer is a 2-layered living hedge of extraordinary color. Yellow sunflower faces above, pink, white, and crimson Cosmos flowers at eye height. Dense branching foliage from ground to stem. No sideline penetrates it. It is temporary. It runs from midsummer to first frost and then comes down. But for those 4 months, it is the most complete, most beautiful, and most comment-generating backyard privacy screen available at any price. Not just at Dollar Tree prices, at any price. Budget, $2 for both seed packets. Idea 8, the Hanging Basket Overhead Privacy Canopy. Idea number 8, the overhead privacy solution for the problem that no fence or screen ever addresses, being overlooked from above. If your neighbor has an elevated deck, a second-story window, or a balcony that looks directly down into your backyard, a vertical screen does nothing. You need overhead coverage, and Dollar Tree gives you everything required to build it. String a length of heavy-duty outdoor rope or garden wire between 2 existing posts, fence tops, or the uprights of a freestanding frame. Position it above your primary seating or relaxation area, the specific spot where you most want to be unobserved from above. Hang Dollar Tree wire baskets or plastic hanging planters from the horizontal line at 18-inch intervals using S-hooks or zip ties. Fill each basket densely with fast-trailing plants, sweet potato vine from a Dollar Tree plant pack, trailing nasturtiums from a seed packet, or ivy cuttings propagated from a single store-bought plant. Between the baskets, drape Dollar Tree fabric panels over the horizontal line. 1 panel between each pair of baskets so that the coverage between baskets is immediate while the plants establish. Within 6 weeks, the plants begin trailing downward from the baskets and growing toward each other, the gaps between baskets filling with living foliage. The fabric panels beneath become less visible as the foliage takes over. By midsummer, you have an overhead canopy of living plants. Any view from above it sees the tops of the trailing foliage. You below are in your own private space. Budget, $1 per basket, $1 per seed packet, $2 for fabric panels. Idea 9, the Mirror Tile Privacy Deflector. Idea number 9, the privacy idea that works not by blocking the view but by redirecting it, and that adds a genuine design element to the garden at the same time. Dollar Tree sells adhesive mirror tiles and mosaic mirror squares in their home section. Applied to the outward-facing surface of any privacy screen, fence panel, or bamboo frame, angled very slightly upward, they reflect the sky rather than the garden behind them. A neighbor who looks toward your fence sees reflected sky in the mirror surface. Their gaze is redirected upward. What is behind the mirror, your garden, your space, you, is in the visual shadow of the reflective surface. Arrange the tiles in a grid pattern on the outward-facing surface of the bamboo frame from Idea 1. Use exterior mirror adhesive or heavy-duty outdoor double-sided tape rated for the weight. Apply the tiles before the frame is installed. Working on it flat on the ground is easier than reaching up to tile a standing frame. Face the mirrored side outward once the frame is in position. Plant the inward-facing side with climbing plants from Idea 4. The boundary between your space and the view beyond it becomes a mirror garden. Reflections of clouds and sky move across the surface throughout the day as the light changes. From inside your garden, you see plants and privacy. From outside, your neighbors see the sky. Budget: $1 per pack of mirror tiles. Idea 10. The vertical pocket planter living wall. Idea number 10. The living wall that creates privacy through plant density rather than through physical obstruction, and that no regulation on Earth can classify as anything other than a collection of plants. Dollar Tree sells over-the-door fabric organizers, shoe pocket organizers, and wall mount storage pockets. Every one of these converts directly to an outdoor vertical planting pocket when attached to a frame. Fix a grid of these hanging organizers to the bamboo stake frame using zip ties or jute twine at the top corners of each pocket organizer. Stagger the positions so each organizer overlaps slightly with the one beside it. No gaps in coverage, no breaks in the surface. Fill every pocket with compost and plant with fast-growing, dense foliage plants. Pothos cuttings, one of the fastest-growing trailing plants available, propagated easily from a single store-bought plant into dozens of cuttings. Sweet potato vine from a Dollar Tree vine pack. Trailing nasturtiums from seed. The wall fills in as the plants trail and overlap between pockets. Within 8 weeks, the pocket organizers are invisible behind the foliage. What remains is a living wall of dense green material, a surface of continuous plant coverage that provides genuine privacy through sheer density. It rustles in the breeze, it changes through the season, it attracts pollinators. It is alive in every way that a static fence panel is not. Budget: $1 per pocket organizer. Seeds and plants additional. Idea 11. The solar light boundary line. Idea number 11. The privacy idea that works specifically after dark, and that most people never think about because they assume privacy is a daytime problem. It is not. Evening is often when you most want to sit outside. And evening is when a lit interior or a lit garden space makes you more visible to neighbors than at any point during the day. The solar light boundary line solves this through the principle of visual dominance. When a neighbor looks toward your garden at night, their eye goes to whatever is most visually prominent. A dense line of solar lights along the boundary, at multiple heights, continuously illuminated, becomes the dominant visual element in that direction. You, sitting behind that line of lights in comparative shadow, are invisible. Dollar Tree solar stake lights, solar string lights, and solar lanterns, combined in a layered line along the boundary frame, create that dominant visual. Stake lights at ground level. String lights threaded through the upper frame. A lantern or two hung at mid-height from the frame uprights. The combined display at night is warm, beautiful, and visually dominant. It is the show. Everything behind it is your private space. The solar stake lights require no wiring, no extension cords, no electricity cost. They charge during the day and light automatically at dusk. Install them once and they run themselves every evening of the summer. Budget: $1 per light from Dollar Tree. Idea 12. The complete Dollar Tree privacy system. Idea number 12. The last one. The one that combines everything into a single complete cohesive backyard privacy system. For under $15. This is not a new idea. It is the correct assembly of everything that came before it, each element placed in the right position, serving the right function, working together as a system rather than as a collection of individual hacks. Here is the full build. Start with the bamboo stake frame from Idea 1. 6 feet wide, 5 feet tall. Push securely into the ground along your primary sight line. $3. Weave burlap strips from idea 2 through the horizontal stakes from bottom to top. Full, tight coverage from ground to frame top. This is your immediate daytime privacy. $2. Attach Dollar Tree mirror tiles to the outward-facing side of the frame from idea 9, the side that faces the neighbor. They see reflected sky. You see your garden. $1. Plant morning glory seed from idea 4 at the base of the inward-facing side of the frame. This is your long-term living cover that takes over from the burlap as the season develops. $1. Thread Dollar Tree. Solar string lights over the top and down the sides of the frame from idea 11. This is your evening privacy. The light source that dominates the boundary visually after dark. $1. Stand 2 large filled containers already in your garden on either side of the frame base. They anchor the structure and prevent movement in wind. 0 additional cost. Hang 2 Dollar Tree shower liner panels from a rope run parallel to and 2 feet in front of the frame. The liner screens the immediate foreground while the frame handles the boundary. Pull the liners to one side when you want airflow. $2. Total build cost, $10. Now step back. Look at what you have built. A structured, layered, multi-element privacy system with immediate coverage through burlap and liner, mid-term living coverage through climbing plants, reflective deflection on the outward face, solar lighting for evening privacy, and container anchoring for structural integrity. It looks like something a garden designer put together. It looks like decisions were made. It looks like someone who knows what they are doing created a considered outdoor space. Nobody looks at it and sees a Dollar Tree haul. They see a backyard that looks expensive. That is the whole point of this list, not cheap hacks. Cheap materials used with enough intention that the result looks like the decision of someone who spent considerably more. The difference between a backyard that looks expensive and one that does not is almost never the budget. It is almost always the intention, the consistency of the choices, the willingness to make each element serve the one beside it. $10, one weekend, a backyard that looks like yours, private, considered, and genuinely beautiful. $12 Tree DIY privacy screen, and trellis ideas that make your backyard look expensive this summer. The bamboo stake lattice panel, the woven burlap screen, the shower liner outdoor curtain, the trellis panel with climbing vines, the PVC pipe and fabric privacy wall, the reed mat fence extension, the sunflower and cosmos privacy hedge, the hanging basket overhead canopy, the mirror tile deflector, the vertical pocket planter living wall, the solar light boundary line, and the complete Dollar Tree privacy system that brings everything together for under $15. Here is what I want right now. Pick one idea from this list, just one, and do it this weekend. Then come back to this video and drop a comment telling me what you built, what you spent, and what it looks like. Before and after if you can. I will read everyone. I will reply to everyone, and if you know someone who has been putting off doing something about their backyard privacy because they thought it was too expensive, share this video with them today, because it is not too expensive, it never was. Next week on Daily Garden Fix, 10 backyard transformations for under $50 that look like they cost $500. Real spaces, real budgets, real before and after results. Subscribe, hit the bell. I will see you there. Go outside, build something, make it yours.